Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. I've just got here a chart of the Dow up, and as you can see, it's sort of obviously hitting these sort of more or less record highs. Now, I do feel it needs to sort of hold this level or even a little bit higher for us to have a potentially an even stronger run up over the next few weeks. But certainly, it's looking very, 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 very positive, and I think that's obviously been reflected pretty nicely on our charts today. And you can see here this we've ended up at 5,388. Again, just near that resistance level, I think about 5,400. So hopefully, again, if we can just do a little bit more break above these levels, then I think we could potentially have a really, really exciting next few months. All will be revealed, I suppose. We just need to see how the Dow and the ASX are trading for the last 2 days of this week. Just having a look at obviously some of the trending stocks, and as you can see, obviously again a little bit slow and boring, but obviously BAP fine, might take a little bit of a while, but TPM a little bit volatile the way it traded today, but looking absolutely perfect. I don't think it'll be long, especially with the ASX 200 starting to trend that these trends start making quite a bit of money. Again, Bellamy's looking fine. Hansen up a little bit today, looks absolutely excellent. I like the way it's sort of starting to turn on that MACD, so hopefully that $4 will hurry up. CSL and both SGR absolutely looking fine. So I'm really pleased. I think they're not doing great guns, those 5 trending stocks we've got on at the moment, but for me they look absolutely fine, and I think it's just a question of obviously just holding those stories, and eventually I think in the next month or so we're going to be making really good money with them all. I'd just like to talk about Blackmores now. Today we put Blackmores as a 3-year growth story, and I'm actually really happy to have this on board. And you can see Blackmores last year was obviously the darling, the talk of the town. It had this amazing sort of run up from sort of really started moving around sort of 45 to 60 cents and run up as high as 220. Since then, obviously a bit of profit taking, and then there's a little bit of negativity on the trade deals with China. It came back pretty comfortably and sort of found a bit of support around this sort of 130 level. Since then, it's found that support and it's starting to work its way up. Now, fundamentally, we think this is obviously a very exciting story. Again, it's growing its earnings, it's growing its revenue, and the interesting thing about Blackmores is it's not just China where it's growing; it's in all the other countries in Asia. And I think the growth potential of this stock makes it one of the they just entered into the ASX 100, and I think it makes it one of the the most exciting stocks to have on the market at the moment. So we were looking at this stock actually over 150, around 160. So we're really happy to have a chance to get into it at these levels. And again, we had a good day, although the stock was up 7% today. When we put it on, it was up about 6%. All our members have got in I think hopefully you've all got in a pretty good level today. And again, really happy to have this added to the portfolio. Now, the write-up on Blackmores will be available on Friday morning on the website. So please go and read the report. And again, it's our great analyst, Peter Kobetz, who's will be writing this report, and I think the way Peter writes, you get a very quick, simple idea and approach of actually where this company is going. So again, very happy to have Blackmores as a 3-year growth story. I'd just like to say, obviously we're always looking at trending stocks all the time. A few I'm looking at the moment, obviously, that I find quite interesting, and I think PMV definitely looks very, very good at these sort of levels. Again, it's got a great little trend. Had this really strong run up from just over $12 to 18. It's come back really bounced off perfectly. I couldn't off that moving average, and I think it looks good. So potentially we might get this one on in the next few days. And again, corporate travel, you know, again doing exactly the same. I think we are buying a lot of these stories at the moment off long-term trends, not short-term trends. I still feel that's where the market is at the moment. And again, one of our new members phoned up today is asking me about Magellan. Again, I feel that obviously if the Dow is going to really move, Magellan potentially should move with it. I don't believe Magellan should really just move with the Dow, but it does tend to. I think Magellan's a great company in its own right, and it's obviously getting a lot of funds under management all the time, and it's growing its business in a lot of different ways. But I think this $20 level is certainly support, and I can see Magellan sort of turning up on these levels. Although it's not sort of a perfect trend, I think if you take a longer term approach to Magellan, you look at this stock over the last 4 years. I think buying around these levels with a Dow that could potentially go to strong highs could be certainly some decent buying. But we'll see. These are the stories we're looking at the moment, and hopefully we'll get a few more trends out in the next few days. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Good night.